I have been mountain biking for almost 10 years. From the beginning, I used to carry all of my gear in a hydration pack. It always resulted in one thing: a sweaty back.
I didn't think about it too much back then. The pack was kind of like my helmet. It was just part of the equipment. But that all started to change the winter I got my first fat bike. Riding out in the freezing cold with sweaty clothes is not a recipe for a good time.
I started experimenting with ways to get rid of the pack. After searching in vain for a saddlebag that will work with a dropper post, I finally ended up modifying one myself. It worked, but I had to have my seat adjusted in the most rearward position so it could clamp to the rails.
Throughout the next couple of years, I kept looking for the ideal solution for staying prepared on the trails, but I never found it. I was even doing rides up to an hour and a half without anything at all, no water or tools. As it turns out, I could only tempt fate so long before I had to pay. A burp tire had me walking almost 3 miles back to the trailhead. Not fun.
Others must have been having a similar experience, because I started noticing bikes with tubes and tools taped directly to the frame.
Some companies were finding ways to put tools inside steer tubes and crank spindles. Others were building storage compartments directly into the frame. Tape was never really an option for me because it's only really a temporary solution, and it doesn't do anything to protect the gear that you're trying to carry. While they are neat, special tools and frames with internal storage are expensive, and I needed something that would work on any bike. It was time to take matters into my own hands.
This is the first prototype that I stitched together by hand. It's not pretty, but it got the job done, and more importantly, proved out the concept. I rode with it on my bike for a couple of months without any issues. Once I knew it worked, I found a manufacturer to make more prototypes and fine-tune the design. I considered every detail of elements, and we built over a dozen prototypes to make sure that everything was exactly how I wanted it. We dialed in the perfect size for the best blend of capacity, versatility, and low weight.